So today we are going to discuss the example of simple harmonic oscillation, and we will start with simple pendulum. This is mechanical oscillators, and the example of mechanical oscillators is, first one is simple pendulum. Okay, so you might be aware of what is a simple pendulum, and today we are going to see what are the parameters for the simple pendulum, and what should be the equation of motion for the simple pendulum. Okay, so simple pendulum is just a, if you have a lightweight string which is tied over a rigid point, and if you have a mass which is tied with this string, right? So this string is having light mass, and this is being rigidly bound over this point over here. Let us say this point is O, and this is the position of equilibrium of the pendulum. Let us say the equilibrium position is at A. So when what happens when some force is applied on this pendulum, this will start moving, and this will start possessing simple harmonic motion. Okay, let us say at any point of time when the bob of the pendulum is displaced little from the initial position, it begins to vibrate around the equilibrium position, and the motion of the bob is said to be simple harmonic motion. You know that, right? So let at any instant the particle be at this point. Let's say this point is P, and the displacement from its equilibrium position is such that this is making an angle of theta with the equilibrium position. Okay, and this theta is small, let's say, right? So theta is small. Okay, and P is the point at any displacement. Let us say that is displacement at this point is x, and let us say L is the length of the string. Okay, so now due to the weight of this bob, we can resolve the weight into two components here at this point P. Okay, so at this point P, you can have the radial component as well as the transverse component. Okay, the radial component is pointing towards the equilibrium position. Let's say this one. Okay, so this is the radial component, and this is mg sine theta. Okay, similarly you can resolve this on the horizontal direction, this one. Okay, and since it is making an angle of theta with this, so this component will be mg cos theta. Just a minute. Okay, so this is the horizontal component mg cos theta, or you can say this is the transverse component. Sorry, this is the radial component, and this is the transverse component mg sin theta. Okay. Now the only force tending to bring this bob to its initial position is the tangential component, which is mg sin theta, right? This component is trying to bring this bob back to the equilibrium position. So this will be directing towards the equilibrium position, okay? And this component, because this is trying to bring it back to the equilibrium position, so this component is also known as the restoring force, right? So you can say that the restoring force for the system is mg sin theta, right? We also know that from Newton's second law, the force acting on the system is equal to ma, where a is the acceleration, and acceleration can be written in terms of displacement, where d2x upon dx square being the acceleration at any instant t, acceleration at any instant t, acceleration at any instant t in the direction of increasing x. In the direction of increasing x, right? So therefore, at equilibrium, we must be having this force. This force must be equal to the restoring force, which is mg sin theta, and it will act opposite to each other. Okay, so m d 2x upon dt square is equal to minus mg sin theta, because this is opposing, right? Restoring force is opposite to the acceleration. Okay, so this means that d2x upon dt square is equal to minus g sin theta, because m is on both sides and we can cancel it. Okay, so let us say this is equation number 1, d2x upon dt square is equal to minus g sin theta. Okay, so as I told you, negative sign indicates that acceleration and displacement are oppositely directed, right? Now if L is the length of the string, then you might be knowing that this arc is equal to what? Radius into this theta. ऐसे होता है ना? So it means that if this displacement is x up to this p point, AP is x, then this x must be equal to what? Radius here is L, okay? So L into theta, displacement, angular displacement. So x is equal to L theta. So we can use this relation over here. So if you take x is equal to L theta and differentiate this on both sides, this will come out to be d2x upon dt square is equal to L is constant, length of the string, and d2 theta upon dt square. Okay. Therefore, what does it mean? Because d2x upon dt square is equal to L d2 theta upon d2 square. Let us say this is equation number 2. So if you compare equation number 2 with equation number 1 with this one, since left hand side are equal, so right hand side must be equal, so means this is equal to this value. Okay, so that means that L d2 theta upon dt square is equal to minus g sine theta. Okay, what does it mean? You can simplify it further, and this could be written as d2 theta upon dt square is equal to g minus g upon L sine theta, which means d2 theta upon d2 square plus g upon L. Now you can see over here, since theta we have assumed that this is a small value, so it means that for small values of theta, sine theta is approximately equal to theta. So that we can, that substitution we can do over here. So d2 theta upon dt square plus g upon L theta is equal to 0. Okay, which is the equation of motion of the pendulum, which is the equation of motion of the pendulum. So this is the equation of motion of the pendulum. Okay, so now we can find out the parameters like displacement, angular frequency and time period by using this equation. How to do that? See, if you compare this equation, let us say this is your final equation number 3. So if you compare this equation, since this is a simple harmonic motion, so if you compare this equation with the equation of the simple harmonic motion, which is d2x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. So if you compare this equation with this one, then you can see that here x could be replaced by theta. So the equation for theta will be the, you can compare this theta with the x value. So theta is equal to the maximum value of theta. For example, in case of x, we take it a, which is the maximum amplitude. Okay, and then sine of omega t plus phi. So phi is the initial phase of the system. So this is the angular displacement of the simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, and similarly you can compare the omega square value with that of this value, so that omega square is equal to g upon L, which means that omega is equal to under root of g upon L. Okay, so this is the angular frequency of the simple pendulum. Okay, so here you can you need to keep this in your mind, because many times numerical has been asked from here also. Okay, you may be given with the value of g, you may be given with the value of L, the length of the pendulum, and then you may be asked to find out the angular frequency as well as the time period, right? So time period, we know that the relation between time period t and angular frequency is t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. Okay, so this will be 2 pi, and omega is under root of g upon L. So we can take it up and it will be reversed. So this is L upon g. Okay, so this is the time period of the simple harmonic uh, pendulum, simple pendulum. Okay, so this is time period, this is frequency, this is frequency, this is not under root, so don't get confused over here. Okay, right, so now we can have one numerical based upon this, and the numerical is the light string of a pendulum the light string of a pendulum has the effective length of effective length of 1 meter and the mass of the bob is equal to 1 kg. Find the period of the pendulum. Find the period of the pendulum for small displacements. Okay, so you know what is the formula for the time period. So time period is equal to what? 2 pi under root of L upon G. Okay, that's what we derived right now. So you can just substitute the values and you can have the time period. This is simple. So 2 into 3 plus 3.14 under root of length of the pendulum is 1 meter and the value of G, you know that this is 9.8 meter per second square. So this comes out to be, if you solve this will come out to be 2 seconds. Yes, students, is that okay? Any doubt? Any doubt in the article, students?
No, ma'am.
Okay, nice. So next article is mass of the spring, which is a long article, and that we will be doing in the next class. Okay. So this is also an example of simple harmonic motion, mass of a spring, and then we will be done with the simple harmonic
Excuse me,
motion.
ma'am.
Yes, yes, please.
Ma'am, these derivations will come in an exam or not?